Well, 646. Let's get a check of that forecast for you now with Damon. And Damon, you're already spotting some showers there, especially in some of the river parishes this morning.
Yeah, and it's kind of moved. Most of it has moved out of the river parishes, now kind of over Lake Pontchartrain. And every now and then you see a flash of lightning over my shoulder over the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway. And there's got some pretty strong storms moving across St. Tammany now as well. So that rain and the storms are moving pretty quickly across the area this morning. Let me show you the regional picture. And while we've got some pretty nasty weather in parts of our area, the worst of the weather in the southeastern part of the country is once again moving across parts of Georgia and into the Carolinas. And parts of Alabama seeing some of that thunderstorm activity associated with that cold front. But the moisture continues to move off the eastern seaboard of the United States. And there's more developing just to the west of us. But right now, once again, the worst of the rainfall is moving across the Lake Pontchartrain, over the Causeway and over St. Tammany Parish. Some pretty strong storms if you're in Picayune. This is headed in your direction. Tallysheek, you're going to see some of that rainfall. You see quite a bit of it between Covington and Mandeville. And so it's been moving at about 15 to 20 miles per hour or so. So it'll be over 59 here shortly and affecting parts of Pearl River County and Hancock County as well. Right now over the airport, some thunderstorm activity there as well. 74 degrees the temperatures. The dew points are in the 70s north and south of the lake. So the humidity levels are very high. Once again, at 93%, the winds out of the southeast at 5 miles per hour. And up in Bogalusa, 74 is the temperature. The dew point is at 71 degrees. 91% is the humidity there. And for today, the severe risk, the worst of the weather, is going to be passing through Georgia as we go through the rest of the morning and into the afternoon. For us, it's a marginal risk of severe weather today. And for our Tuesday, we're under a marginal risk of severe weather, and that includes Hancock and Pearl River counties. The rainfall today, as you can see, it's going to be with us through the morning and a little bit into the afternoon as well. It looks like there's some pretty strong storms can develop on the North Shore later on tonight. And then we've got the frontal boundary that's going to bring this line of some pretty intense shower and thunderstorm activity to our area tomorrow morning. So your transit to work and to school tomorrow morning could be a little bit on the tricky side with some heavy rainfall, some strong winds, and lots of lightning strikes, with the possibility of us seeing some hail in parts of the area, kind of similar to what we've seen over the last couple of hours this morning. It's pea-sized hail for the most part, or so far this morning. Looks like most of this activity by about noontime, 1 p.m., all that's to the east and to the south of us, and the rest of the afternoon for you Tuesday is actually looking pretty good. Notice the northerly winds. The temperatures are going to be much cooler, much lower than they will be this afternoon. And then Wednesday's looking like it's going to be a pretty good day with some mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, and I think Thursday's going to be a great one as well. How much rainfall between now and midnight tonight? The biggest amount is 1.32 over in Hammond. The rest of us not seeing that much rainfall. And between now and 6 p.m. on Tuesday, as you can see, the biggest amounts are on the North Shore. A little bit less than 3 inches in Bogalusa and Hammond, about 1.25 inches over in Slidell. Temperatures right now in the mid-70s, both north and south of the lake. And this afternoon, some upper 70s to the low, maybe some mid-80s out there with that 50 to 60% chance of showers and storms. Areas of fog tonight, temperatures falling into the 60s, some scattered rainfall, some thunderstorm activity possible overnight tonight. And then the severe risk is back with us once again tomorrow. A 90% chance of showers and storms. That goes from 50 to 90% tomorrow. Then we've got some great weather midweek. Lots of sunshine Wednesday and Thursday. Temperatures upper 60s, low 70s for Wednesday afternoon. A little bit warmer on Thursday. We're back in the 80s on Friday and Saturday, low to mid 80s, and rain chances inching up to about a 20 to 30% chance on those days as well.
All right, Damon did mention